Hello everyone, I'm Sunardi from Agribusiness Management Faculty of Agriculture, Gajah Mada University, Indonesia. I would like to present my paper, Behavior of Brand Switching of Milk Product for Young Children ages 1 up to 3 years in consumer of middle to lower socioeconomic class in urban communities in Malang. Brand switching is a major problem in business because it can interfere with the revenue from sales and also the growth of the company. If the brand shifts occur massively, it can cause the loss of the entire of the business. Preventing brand switching to retain customer is a very important business. To win new customer will cost much more expensive than retaining existing customer. The population in Indonesia today is mostly concentrated in urban areas, and the number is 56.7%. Growing up milk is a milk-based drink with added vitamins and minerals that is intended for children aged 12 to 36 months. Socio-economic class, according to Asian Development Bank as well as Nielsen, where the number of the residents with spending under $10 per day is about 80% of the population. The research purpose is one, assessing the rate of the brand for gum product in middle to lower socioeconomic class consumer in Malang City, and to examine the behavior of the brand switching of gum products. The decision to switch from one brand to another is a complex phenomenon that is influenced by certain behavioral factors, competitive scenarios, and time. The brand switching varies across the culture. The variety seeking will occur if the level of the consumer involvement in a brand is low, and consumers are aware of the differences between brands. The theoretical framework of this study is that brand switching is a consumer behavior that can be triggered by variety seeking, and then product attributes, and consumer dissatisfaction, and also the previously unsatisfactory consumption experiences. This study has 9 hypotheses. First is prior experience allegedly has a negative effect on consumer dissatisfaction and brand switching. And then the product attribute allegedly has a positive effect on prior experience, while has a negative effect on consumer dissatisfaction, variety seeking, and brand switching. And then variety seeking allegedly has a positive effect on brand switching, and consumer dissatisfaction allegedly has a positive effect on variety seeking and brand switching. The subject in the study were households who switch brands of growing up milk product for children aged 1 up to 3 years, while the object of the study was the behavior of the brand switching of gum product by consumer of middle to lower socioeconomic class in Malang City. Each variable will be developed into some question and accompanied by 5 alternative answers that will be measured using Likert scale. The sampling technique used in the study is purposive sampling. SAM-PLS model evaluation is done by evaluating the outer model and inner model. The outer model is the measurement model to assess the validity and reliability of the model, while inner model is a structural model to predict causality between latent variables. The result of the study is that average monthly household expenditure is about 2.1 million Indonesian rupiah per month per capita, within the range of the middle to lower socio-economic class. And then average of milk consumption is about 4.2 glasses per day, where normally serving suggestion for children is at least 2 glasses per day, this is good for the communities. And then the mostly of the respondent is graduated from senior high school and below. The number is about 70.6%, while the rest 29.4% graduated from diploma and above. The brand of the growing up milk mostly coming from affordable brand, which is 82.4%, represented by four major brands like SCM, Denkow, Bendera, and Vidana Xmart. The interesting part of the study is that more than 10% of the consumer is also consuming premium brand, for example Nutrilon, Enfacru, Pediasure, and Chilkit. The study also found that the rate of the switching brand is relatively high, up to 50%. For convergent validity for every indicator, we found that loading factor value is greater than 0.5 to 0.6. It's considered sufficient as a criterion for meeting convergent validity. In this study, all the loading factor is within that range. And also for discriminant validity for every indicator, the relevant variable is greater than the cross-loading on the other latent variable. It is said to meet the discriminant validity, except for indicator P82. Discriminant validity for questionnaire overall indicator measured with average variance extracted, that shown in the diagonal, is bigger than the correlation between the latent variable concern and the questionnaire is valid due to it has a good discriminant validity. The reliability of the questionnaire is measured by composite reliability coefficient, also Cronbach alpha coefficient, and we found the overall variable is reliable. The model of the research is good and fit with all requirement and quality index. Hypothesis testing results shown that the predictor variables affect to response variable for product experience has a negative effect significantly to consumer dissatisfaction and also brand switching. And product attribute has significantly negative effect to variety seeking. And the final is consumer dissatisfaction has significantly positive effect to brand switching. In this study, R-square coefficient value is 40.5%. This is showing the proportion of the response variable that can be explained by the all predictor variables. The rest, 59.5%, influenced by other factors out of this study, for example, personal factors, demographic factors, and also psychological factors. The conclusion and the suggestion of the study: the rate of the brand switching in urban communities in Malang City is relatively high, which is 50%. Previously, unsatisfactory consumption experiences has significantly affected in the triggering consumer to change the brand for consumer of gum product in urban communities in Malang. Empty stock of the product in the store is one of the example of bad experience of the customer and encourage some of them to change the brand. The consumer dissatisfaction had a significantly positive effect on the process of the brand switching for consumer of gum product in urban communities in Malang. Most of the consumer dissatisfaction is on health impact, for example, diarrhea or constipation. Growing up milk manufacturers, through their business unit, has to make product innovation to improve the quality in related with diarrhea or constipation effect to young children. The product stock availability in the store is also very important to be maintained to avoid any consumer switch to the other brand. Thank you.